It all comes down to this. Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, The Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight The Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with The Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for The Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked in CM Punk.
Or you could prepare for a wrestler. You could prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for The Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To The Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the devil's playground with the devil incarnate.
You can hit The Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
Wow. Kick gets caught.
Back and forth, looking for the advantage here. DDT! That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
And now any and all requests for tables have been sufficiently fulfilled. Whoa! Towering back body drop.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match into the cover.
Punk powers out, still going strong.
That pin attempt might have been a tad premature.
Forcefully sent into the corner of the ring.
Boom. Oh, he cuts it off.
He's getting on his feet, vulnerable to what's coming next.
Up and around it.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became The Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as The Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge. Connecting on the DDT.
The Fiend with the quick wherewithal.
Oh my God, look at this. What is he doing here? Oh, what a headbutt.
The Fiend has to be devising a hellish end for Punk here. Oof! Caught a back elbow for that trouble.
Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
task.
Oof!
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Flying!
Oh, Fiend had it scouted. Big black body drop.
Strong kick.
Maybe not, maybe not.
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Being carried around now.
Gotta sleep! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? So much tension.
Looking to put this one away here. He kicks out at 2.
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count.
And Punk gets countered there.
No signs of either combatant backing down.
No end in sight to this exchange.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
All this heavy artillery is really adding up.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
A razor-sharp chop there. Oh! Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Fiend might have it here. 3, no.
That had to take all the energy he's got at this point.
Boom, snaps the leg across the head. Unclocks it, uppercut. I'd say this has been tough to watch, but I think that would honestly be an understatement.
Yeah, these repeated blows to the head. A true stopping the count, and I don't know. Wait!
No, he gets the shoulder up.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Big time height on that kick.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
Lifted up. What's next? The God Slam GTS from Punk.
Outlook is bad for the Fiend.
There's 2. He's still in this fight.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the building thought that was going to be the end of it, myself included.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew the Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond. Punk's vulnerable here.
CM Punk forces the shoulder up after 2.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Setting up for something here.
Watch this display of power. Gorilla press into the cell. My God.
Get this back into the ring now. Not a good spot to be in.
Boom! GTS.
Once again, going all out.
CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really think this will be the end of the nightmares? I think it's just the beginning.
That's a nightmare that can wait until Punk goes to bed tonight. For now, he's just happy to defeat this monster on the grandest stage of them all.
here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maurice, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maurice and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maurice, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maurice are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match. Player.
Pile driver!
Spiked him.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
And Miz now finding himself on the wrong side of momentum.
And CM Punk and AJ Lee are making the A-listers look like a couple of D-listers right about now.
Put in the corner now.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? All the ring ropes for that match.
Shoulders down, cover. And a kick out before the count even begins.
Completely powered out of that pin attempt.
Caught in a bad spot.
Oh, what a slam.
A lot of variables at play in this intergender tag match. All four competitors have been subject to mixed tag rules before, where the men could only fight the men and vice versa. But tonight, intergender fighting makes the cover. Pump powers out, still going strong.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Maryse is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maryse was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
Yeah, and you can see the intensity growing with Lee.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maryse.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maryse took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth...
Up high! Whoa, look out!
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Neckbreaker! Chop block! Brilliant! Right to the back of the knee.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer, their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, but there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one: experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maryse have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
CM Punk!
Flying elbow drop!
Boom! What a backbreaker!
Bam!
Here's the pin attempt. He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
Oh, she puts the brakes on that. Oh, and a knee to the face. She decides to tag out.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Calf kick on the money.
And this deep into a match, when you're this worn out, you really want to make the tag. Brought down with a neck breaker.
Countering each other again and again.
Some well-timed defense on her part.
Right hand after right hand. the arm to great effect.
Good reflexes from him there.
Oh. Oh, look at this here. Arm wrench.
Right on point.
Putting him in the corner.
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high. Elbow drop.
And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk,
He might have him here.
Is this it? Ah, there it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by their side every step of the way.
and there's nobody who stands closer to CM Punk than that woman, his wife, AJ Lee. For the man who calls himself the best in the world, that right there is his world.
For Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone.
Truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE greats, crossing through time and space itself, testing out new technology, we've experienced a showcase like no other and had a huge part in how it all ended up. How does it feel? What are you even talking into? I'm not holding a microphone, man. You gamers are weird, you know that? The classics never get old. Seriously, though, you should be proud of what you've accomplished here. Showcase built its name on ideals of honor and legacy and tradition and greatness, and I think I did them all justice. And here in the WWE 2K26 Showcase, I know we did things a little differently. Hell, there's some people out there that choose to do a full gauntlet instead of taking it one step at a time. Insanity, but that's the point. We only get one go, and if you don't do it as authentically as possible, if you don't do it your way, just always do what's in your heart. Always. Thank you for letting me do the whole 2K Showcase a little differently. Thank you for always having my back. And thank you for showing that a true underground kid can one day be the most mainstream success, as long as they stay true to themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dog waiting for me.